So one of the questions that I've wrestled with and that I know a lot of other people have wrestled with is this. I'm gay. Does that mean I'm going to hell? And I want to speak the gospel to you and what that means. See, the gospel teaches us that Jesus didn't die only to forgive us. On the cross, Jesus himself was our substitute. What does that mean? Well, it means that we are as free from condemnation as if we had already paid for our sins ourselves. That's the power of the gospel. Because Jesus was our substitute and he paid that penalty. So if you hear the gospel, you believe the gospel, and you still feel like you're not good enough, or you've been told, oh, well, I've got to completely transform, or I've got to completely be perfect, or, the Bible tells me all these rules and all the laws, and there's all this stuff in there about what I need to do and how I'm supposed to act, and I'm just not measuring up to it. And that's causing you fear and entering into this question of, does that mean I'm going to hell? No, that's not the gospel. If you've been told that you have to do all these things and transform in 100% and be perfect and obey every law that's in the Bible, that's not the gospel. The gospel says Jesus paid for all our sins, past, present, and future. The gospel isn't just about love, though. I want to be clear about that. The gospel is not about love, only love. Neither is the gospel only about law. The gospel is where love meets the law and justice perfectly. See, if Jesus took the punishment under the law and we still have to earn salvation, God would be asking essentially for two payments. But God's fully just and he's fully loving. He's both. He doesn't demand of us what's already been paid. See, the gospel is this. It's love and justice perfectly fulfilled in Jesus. The gospel doesn't teach us to obey in order to be saved. The gospel changes how we love. The gospel changes what we love. The gospel changes who we love. And when we understand this gospel, when we understand it, that Jesus was not just forgiving us, but he substituted himself for us and paid that price for us, it changes us. It penetrates our hearts. And then we obey because we loved the one who saved us. Through Jesus, we no longer have this distinction between those who are righteous and those who are sinners. Through the gospel, we can say, I can say, you can say, all of us can say, we are righteous sinners. And if we believe the gospel, if we've accepted that Christ is the fulfillment of both the law and the perfect love of God, then we can stand with confidence knowing that God will not send us to hell to pay a debt that's already been paid on our behalf. See, with God, he did it all. That's the gospel. The gospel changes us. It changes our hearts because he did it all. And see, that is why I can say with confidence, with God, we are safe, we are wanted, and we are loved.